A single image can ignite a firestorm. And this is exactly what happened to Swiss watchmaker Swatch. Their latest advertisement, featuring an Asian male model stretching the corners of his eyes, stirred outrage across Chinese social media. As accusations of racism and threats of boycotts gained momentum, Swatch was forced to act swiftly, pulling the ad and issuing a public apology. But here's where the backlash took on a life of its own. While Swatch issued a statement on both Instagram and China's Weibo, apologizing for any distress or misunderstanding and confirming that the ad was withdrawn worldwide, their words fell flat for many online critics. Furious users, including a prominent Weibo influencer with more than 1 million followers, went as far as accusing Swatch of racism against Chinese and called for regulatory punishment. Others questioned the sincerity of the apology and urged a full-scale boycott, openly doubting whether the brand's reputation could be salvaged so easily. One comment, echoing the sentiment of many, read, "The brand's image has collapsed. Swatch thinks they can just apologize and salvage everything? It's not that simple." And this is the part most people miss. Swatch Group relies heavily on China, one of its most crucial markets. Lately, however, Swatch, like many Western luxury brands, has confronted fierce headwinds. The Chinese economy, now the world's second largest, has been slowing, and shoppers are increasingly gravitating toward more affordable options. In fact, Swatch recently reported that net sales had plummeted 11.2% in the first half of the year, blaming the decline squarely on weak Chinese demand. But the controversy doesn't end with Swatch. Foreign brands facing public backlash for insensitive advertisements is becoming an all-too-familiar story in China. Remember the uproar over Italian fashion house Dolce & Gabbana in 2018? Their video featuring a Chinese model struggling to eat Italian food with chopsticks sparked global outrage. Just last year, French luxury powerhouse Dior landed in hot water for an ad in which a model raised the corner of her eye, a gesture strikingly similar to Swatch's misstep. So, what does this all mean? While some argue companies need to be more culturally aware, others say these incidents reflect miscommunication rather than malice. Is a public apology enough? Or does real change happen only when brands overhaul how they approach sensitive representation? Do you believe Swatch deserved harsher penalties, or was the outrage overblown? Share your perspective. Do you agree with the boycott, or is there room for forgiveness and growth?